How's it going, everybody? Hachi Man's model mashup. I'm gonna do a unboxing today of the Airfix 172nd scale World War II U.S. Marines. 45 pieces, some of them figures in this box. They're done in a softer, slightly flexible plastic, and the main thing I want to make sure is that I get everybody an idea of what's in the box. Okay, so that being said, let's go right down to the first sprue. 45 figures. Well, actually, 44 figures and a raft. Okay. First sprue is going to be two combat support anti armor weapons, two bazookas. Like I said, they're fairly flexible. Two men kneeling, and then the two men that actually go into the raft. Now, the strange thing about it is one guy is in the very back of the raft, and the other guy, depending on which way you face him, is going to be facing out of the raft with his feet in the water. Yeah. In the South Pacific, I don't know how safe that is because most places have crocodiles. So if they're going in fresh water, or even salt water, I guess they have some saltwater crocodiles too. So I don't know how safe that is. But anyway, that's the first sprue. Okay, second sprue is the actual raft itself. And here we have the raft with this guy. Seems like he wants to be free. Okay, the raft. This is the inside of the raft. Okay, you have two. Looks like I would imagine Browning automatic rifle BARs, 50 caliber, squad support weapons. Four guys crawling. Like I said, one guy's about to fall off. And then on the other side, you have one kneeling and two standing men aiming. The one standing have a carbine, looks like. And then the one kneeling has I'm going to say that's a M1 Garand rifle, okay, from World War II. That would be the basic common issue weapon. So hopefully I'm right. The next sprue, we have four men holding their support weapon, which looks like a carbine, I think. Let me see. I can't get close enough to see. Is that a carbine? Yeah, it looks like a carbine. And then I'm not sure what caliber the carbine. I know it was a smaller caliber than the Garand and a smaller caliber than 50 cal, but it was probably 30 maybe. I'm not sure. 38. I don't know. I'll have to check. But anyway, throwing a grenade. Same sprue, other side. Three men look like they're crouched down, moving kind of fast. One man kneeling and firing a weapon in one Garand. That's a duplicate figure there. He's on the other sprue also. Everybody's favorite, the action sprue. Ah, yeah. A man at the very end of the top firing a carbine weapon. Three guys with everybody's favorite toy soldier pose, waist high, firing a grease gun. That's a 45 caliber grease gun. No barreling in the rifle, so when the bullets came out the barrel, they kind of tumble, and if they hit the target, they just keep tumbling. So a lot of damage done with that weapon during World War II and Korea and Vietnam. Okay, I don't think the United States is using them anymore, but a lot of the countries that we supported, like I know the Contras had them during the 80s. So also here, M1 Garand, man running, and another duplicate of a man firing standing, firing a carbine. Okay, and last but not least, like I said, there are 44 figures and then one raft. Four men with a carbine. I guess these are the command models. They would either be officers, usually officers, or NCOs. Four men firing the M1 Garand up into the trees. I guess that would be for Pacific Theater, where you have Japanese snipers in the trees and the palm trees. Tarawa, Iwo Jima, Guadalcanal. Pele, stuff like that. We have 4 figures here: laying down, throwing a grenade prone. Interesting. And they also have a grease gun. Wow, okay. 45 caliber. And that's the box art. Okay. And that brings me to the end of the unboxing. This is the second type that Airfix released. The first time came out in the early 60s, I think. Airfix is quite an old company. But yeah, Airfix was the first company I actually bought. The first company I had any experience with. 172nd, one of my friends, Ricky Thompson, introduced me to it when I was like, wow, 10 years old, maybe. Ever since then, I've been collecting and doing wargaming. I sold a couple collections, started again. It's just can't get away from it. Wargaming. I'm doing futuristic wargaming now, so I use these figures along with robots from different series. One of the series I'm using right now is called Kyokai Senki, and another series is Macross, which I'm sure some of you know. Kyokai Senki is a Japanese story. This is one of the models from Kyokai Senki. Can you see that? Miles Jogan Kai. So you can look it up online. They're very intricate kits. They take a lot of skill sometimes to put together. Not for the faint of heart and not for beginners. But they're 1/72nd scale, so they fit. And they have a lot of accessories, trucks, and all kind of stuff. Also, Bandai makes a 30 minutes mission group of robots, which you can use with these figures. Right now, I'm doing the kind of United Nations / Earth Terran based with this allies of good aliens against the bad aliens, but who's the good and who's the bad, you know? Anyway, it's fun, food for thought. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Stay posted. I'll be posting videos now quite a bit because I'm picking up the hobby really again. So thank you for watching. Kudos. Johnny. Bye-bye.